at first you said you didn't want to hold your girl back from achieving her dreams and stuff, and I was like, yeah, fair enough, okay, fair enough. But then when you mentioned the jobs that she does, that's when I began to question things. Because she's like the graphic designer, the digital stuff. Yeah, and that in my perception was you can just do it online, it's all PC related stuff. But then okay, she needs to go to these companies and stuff. Okay, fair enough. You know, something's still better in person when she goes and they need to like check this book or whatever it is, right? But then as soon as you mentioned the restaurants and she's going to be working like I assume pretty much minimum wage there, it's like that's now I'm seeing a little bit of like incompatibility because it seems like she's preoccupied with like living her best life, and it seems like you're more preoccupied with the relationship, which is usually quite a unattractive.
Dynamic.
Yeah, dynamic. That's a good word. Yeah. So am I right by thinking like is that my thinking's right by that right now?
Yeah, I actually agree with you because I also have read maybe I have it right here. You know this book.
Yeah, of course.
Very Disappear Man. And there's a lot of knowledge there. Probably have to read it like 100 times over again. Yeah, I actually thought about that because I think first of all I don't want to hold her back from her goals, as you mentioned before, as you observed. But same with the restaurant thing, I think you're actually right with her just wanting to living her best life. She herself mentioned that she thinks, or it's her worldview, that from like the age from 18 to 30, that's like the egoistic years where you focus on yourself, and then comes relationships with, I understanding it to a certain degree, but I think relationships are always important, no matter the age. And she does love me, she did a lot of me, like, she did a lot for me. Of course, we have like a brief conversation here. From that, what type of relationship, we only focus on like one bad thing right now, and it seems like, oh no, it's like that thing, or it isn't completely like that. Like, for example, she would love to go to Italy because she likes the small village there, but she already decided on her own she's probably not going to do it because of the relationship. So, of course, she has her interests in relationship as well, but I would agree with you totally to say that maybe, or obviously I care more than her probably because she's like, okay, I want to visit certain places and do this and do that, and I'm just like, okay, I work this many hours so I can later on become a high-value male and provide for her and my kids in the future. I don't have kids obviously right now, but you get my thinking. So, I actually want to support her on her goals, but I think if I would like confront her and say like, yeah, of course, go to Berlin, no problem with that, but Italy, working in the restaurant doesn't sound like at all benefiting for your career, so what are you actually doing? If I would confront her like that, it would be actually productive, I think so. I don't know how to handle the situation.
You made an excellent point. We only know like a small amount. That's why I'm trying not to be aggressive. Like we could do it, just say yeah, she's like because we only know a little bit. I'm sure you've had loads of loving moments with her, so we need to respect that and not get very extreme here. But it kind of does sound from her desires and from how she's living her life that you are not her priority, which isn't a horrible thing. I'm sure there's there's people and there's women and guys watching this right now and thinking like, oh yeah, well that's absolutely fine. You don't have to do. But I think maybe we need to just ask you some real questions like what kind of relationship do you want to be in? Because you mentioned you're a high value man, you're working so much and stuff. Like, do you want this solo, independent, adventurous woman who goes out there and lives a life without you, who is like going to live her best life and she just wants to have fun, so she's going to go and get this nice experience? And so what if she's creating distance between you? It doesn't really matter because she's living her dreams, her ambitions. Is that the kind of relationship, that dynamic and the logistics of a relationship that you actually want, or would you be hoping that she changes?
To be honest, I would hope that she change. It's difficult to tell because, like, if this is the kind of relationship that the whole of the year basically she's in here, and it's more or less a long distance relationship, this wouldn't be a relationship I would be happy with. But it's so difficult to take a judgment on that, I think. Because of course I still love her, and I know she loves me because there are a lot of actions that like show that, not just words but actually action. I can possibly like tell you about 100 awesome moments that where I was really thinking like, wow, I'm surprised that anyone would actually do that for me. But on a certain time she has like a different worldview, I think. I think if we talk about attachment styles, I think you did one video on that. Like, I'm probably more the type, I journaled about that. I think I'm probably more like an anxious attachment style person, and she's more like I don't know what's the opposite, detached attachment style? Or what?
Avoidance.
Avoidant. I think she's more like the avoidant attachment style type, and I think this creates sometimes this disharmony. And the problem I've encountered with that was, of course, I have my projects I want to work on. I'm currently still finishing school right now in the midst of my exams. But this doesn't stress me at all. Like, still, like since a year probably I'm working on my own stuff, and I'm currently working on that as hard as I've never worked on that before. And if you're good with that, the only problem is if there's some kind of disharmony, especially with a romantic relationship, I can't focus on my work because I can't really detach from that because I'm tapping in like this feminine energy, you could say, which I don't actually want to. I would love to be more masculine. I think I need to be more masculine. Because if we're honest, if I really were a masculine man, like this wouldn't bother me that much because I would think like, okay, I have my work to do and I support my girlfriend, for example, but I don't know, these are just my thoughts about that.
I wouldn't say that if you were more masculine you would really feel more differently, because I think masculine energy is confused with the modern day like alpha males that we see who are trying to act like manly men and stuff. You can be masculine and still have anxious thoughts, because in the end, it's not like the masculine men have no fear. There's a lot of fear. Masculinity is a part of masculinity is having courage, and courage is feeling the fear, the thing that you're scared of, but still doing that thing anyway, still having the bravery. Masculinity does not mean you can't be anxious. It means that you can be anxious but still do the right thing anyway.